Early life and the call of the wild. Sam Houston was born on March 2nd, 1793 in Virginia. Now, fun fact, this is the same date Texas would declare its independence in 1836. Fate? Maybe. Houston was one of 8 children named after his father, but he never used the junior suffix. Tragedy struck early in his life when his father died unexpectedly as the family was preparing to move to Tennessee. Despite the setback, his mother pushed forward, moving the family to find cheaper land and a fresh start. But young Sam wasn't content with farm life. At just 16, he ran away from home, searching for something more. He found himself living among the Cherokee, learning their language and way of life. He embraced their culture so much that they gave him the name the Raven. It was during this time that Houston began developing his deep respect for Native American tribes, something that would shape his later political battles. War of 1812 and a near-death experience. By the time he was 19, Houston's life took another dramatic turn. He joined the Army to fight in the War of 1812 under Andrew Jackson. He quickly proved himself in battle, but it was at the Battle of Horseshoe Bend in 1814 that his fate nearly changed forever. Houston was shot not once, not twice, but 3 times. One musket ball lodging itself deep in his shoulder, a wound that would stay with him for the rest of his life. Given the medical limitations of the early 19th century, survival was rare, and many thought he wouldn't make it. But Sam Houston wasn't like most men. He not only survived, but went on to build an even greater legacy. Political rise and a fall from grace. His time in the military forged a strong bond with Andrew Jackson, who became a mentor and father figure to him. When Houston left the Army in 1818, Jackson helped him enter the world of politics. Houston studied law, opened a practice, and quickly climbed the ranks, becoming Tennessee's Attorney General, then a U.S. Congressman, and finally, at just 34 years old, the governor of Tennessee. His future seemed limitless. But then scandal hit. Houston married Eliza Allen, but their marriage ended after just 3 months. The reasons remain unclear. Rumors suggest she was unfaithful, but whatever the cause, Houston was left disgraced and humiliated. Heartbroken and depressed, he resigned as governor and turned back to the Cherokee. This time, however, he drowned his sorrows in alcohol, earning a new Cherokee nickname, Big Drunk. His downward spiral didn't last forever, though. By the 1830s, Houston was back in action, advocating for Native American rights in Washington, D.C. His passion led to a dramatic incident in 1832 when he confronted Ohio Congressman William Stanberry over comments made about Houston's dealings with the Cherokee. The result? A full-on street fight where Houston beat Stanberry with a hickory cane. He was arrested and tried before Congress, defended by none other than Francis Scott Key, the man who wrote The Star-Spangled Banner. Though fined, Houston's fiery spirit reignited his political career. The road to Texas and revolution. Looking for a new start, Houston crossed the Sabine River into Texas, settled in Nacogdoches, and set up another law practice. He converted to Catholicism, something required by Mexican law, and started making connections with key Texas figures like Stephen F. Austin. As tensions between Texas and Mexico grew, Houston found himself in the middle of it all. In 1835, after the Battle of Gonzales officially kicked off the Texas Revolution, Houston was appointed commander-in-chief of the Texian Army. His military strategy was controversial. Many saw his retreat from advancing Mexican forces as cowardly. But Houston was no fool. He knew his army was outmatched and needed to pick the right time and place to strike. On March 2nd, 1836, his birthday, Texas declared independence. Just 4 days later, the Alamo fell. Rather than rushing into battle, Houston led his forces eastward, biding his time. Then on April 21st, at Buffalo Bayou, he finally made his move. In a surprise attack at the Battle of San Jacinto, Houston's army crushed Santa Anna's forces in just 18 minutes. Texas was free. Closing thoughts. Sam Houston's story is one of resilience, controversy, and ultimate redemption. From living with the Cherokee to commanding the Texian army, his life was anything but ordinary. He would go on to become the first elected president of the Republic of Texas, later serving as its governor after statehood.